Well, we are just about to the middle of the month of August. I was out in corn a day or two ago on this. These ears here have been pulled since, gosh, 2 days ago, I bet you. They were probably in that 38% range when I pulled them. 16 by, I believe that was 42 if you don't count the tip ends. And that one there is going to be an 18 by whatever it finally decides there. It actually busted out of the shuck. I just reached up and grabbed one random, but I didn't walk off in there real far. Now that's the same hybrid as the one on the left, planted on the left on April 25th, and right there on June the 5th. The same hybrid. This is 6520 drought guard. Now, is it the crop I wanted out of it? Not really. It's still pretty good corn, but I'm going to tell you what, I'm glad to have a crop. Just to have a crop, after some of the stuff it went through, I'm mainly, this was at probably, like I said, I think I said before, a second, it was about 38% is what I figured it at. And so it's dried a little, you know, it's been pulled about 2 days. That hybrid, after fooling with it, this is going to be your better ears in the field. This is the same size here. Actually, that I broke open is a little smaller. You know, if you could probably maybe even tell, but it's both those are 16s, and they're both the same length. A little smaller cob in the middle. Would I plant that hybrid again? 6520. It's a drought guard number. It does not have any earworm protection in it unless they added on for the 2019 year and put the Pro Gene in. I don't remember it being V2 DGP. I remember it just being V2 DG. Is it a number I'd go back with? This field I put it in, it was probably a good idea to have it in there. It's got a lot of hill in it, got some light ground in it. Would I recommend someone else to plant it? Now there was a guy down south of me, about, I don't know, he's about 30 miles to my south. He stacked them like sardines last year down in a piece of bottomland. He went 273 on that same hybrid. Now, last year was a whole lot different year than this year. We had rain all year last year. This year, you either got a whole bunch of rain or you didn't get none. This particular hybrid waited on water a while. There was several points, and it didn't come up all that great either. It come up a little, well, let's just say it had a troubled childhood. But like I say, I wouldn't even know what to call it. If I had to guesstimate it, it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be up in the 170s. A lot of it's going to be on the test weight. We've made some adjustments over the last about 2 or 3 years, and I've started getting the test weights have started getting up in that, 58, 59 pound. Every once in a while I get some 60 or some 61 pound corn. So I've made up a little when they come out and do a press. When we start doing shell factor and start getting weights, test weight is helped me out some on yield. But if you've got some hills, you've got some hilltops, some light ground, side hills, I think it'd be a good number to look at for there. You may want to go back with your other race horses down in the bottoms. I've planted some disease shield numbers. I got 6434 smart stacks out. This year I had the 6435, which is the double pro version of it last year. And they're just absolutely awesome. No rust pressure. This corn, this field right here, it's just, the southern rust jumped on it and burned it up. Now this right here, I've only got one little patch of this out right next to my house, and it hadn't got any rust damage, but it was prior to the rust, if you know what I'm saying. The rust had already been kind of in before that really had gotten a chance to really get attacked by it bad. But like I say, is it a number to look at? I think I look at it like this. It's not a number that you're going to set the woods on fire with, I don't think, because it's a semi-flex. And I found one, and I don't know what it did with it, that had started out as an 18. It flexed back to a 16 when it started getting the stress. But it filled We filled out. We kept it happy. But it's a hybrid that'll have you something at the end of the season, I feel like. You know, I'd say, like, I think everybody could use a bag or two of it here and there. Is it something I want to put my whole farm to? I don't know. That would be up to you. But it would be I would recommend it. Like I say, if you've got some tough ground, side hills, light soils that tend to dry out pretty easy. But and if you're a cropland person, cropland had a 5290 drought guard. I had it out a year or two ago. I think this is better. I think they've got a little bit better corn. It's stalked better. It's stalked better than the cropland was, and it's still got a real nice heavy stalk to it. And you can get in there and kick the tires on it, and it'll be there for harvest. But anyhow, that just was my opinion on it, and to show you just a little bit of what I got, and we will catch y'all later.